Hey everyone. Unfortunately, I'm only able to record in increments of 15 minutes, so each iteration will be a 15-minute increment of videos. Just make sure you follow from the start to the finish to see them all. The next portion that we left off on is the Office of Career Services. So, this is a dedicated service, much like your success coach, much like your academic advisors, your professional advisors. You have a career advisor also. There's a small staff of career specialists in the Career Services Office. It's located in the DPC or the Crowder Welcome Center towards the marketing wing. It's right by Wingate Outfitters. These people are trained to understand the market trends with your career, the demands, the expectations, the prerequisites, the credentialing prerequisites, all of the information you need to know to be able to succeed in a chosen career path. I really enjoy their website because they put an emphasis here on what you should do at every step of your class standing in college, whether it be your freshman, sophomore, junior year. And so, for instance, the freshman year, they encourage you to attend career related events hosted by their office, but also perhaps lyceums that are related to your careers. Research and keep a list of majors that interest you. So much like you completed the Focus 2 career assessment during your orientation session, we will also do that as part of the Gateway class. And so that's something that you should be doing your freshman year. But also visit this page here and visit their office to discuss with your career advisor things you need to do. So you will learn from your academic advisor what is it that you need to do to be academically successful, your career trajectory as it pertains to what you need to do to check the boxes for your degree plan. But as I've mentioned before, simply earning an undergraduate degree is not enough to secure you a job. That might be a daunting thing to think about, but there are other steps, there are other things you have to do to ensure that you can elevate yourself to distinguish yourself from the competition of so many other universities pumping out degrees at the undergraduate level of your discipline. So what can you do to stand out? What can you do to market yourself, to self-brand yourself? How do you create a unique brand for what you have to bring to the table? That is, in fact, what employers are looking at. And so the Office of Career Development is a good place to start so that you have a thorough foundation and what are the expectations of an entry level position? What do I need to do as a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior in terms of preparation for that kind of career? One thing I also want to point out here is Handshake here for current students. If you click on this, this is basically, I like to call it Facebook for careers and experiential learning. When I refer to experiential learning, I'm referring to hands-on aesthetic experience in your major. A lot of you all may not be super visual or may not be super vocal in terms of learning. A lot of you all may need to be physically engaged in the acts and the processes of your major to understand them. And if you are that person, Handshake is where to go. I encourage all freshmen, all sophomores to come to Handshake. I don't see the right field. You should probably already have this started as part of orientation. But once you go through the fields, it looks much like Facebook. It's a search engine for real world experiences that you can gain to flesh out your resume. And a lot of people think that, and it is true that most majors require an internship or some type of real world, what we call experiential learning experience at the junior, summer, or senior level at some point. But what most people don't understand is that career and professional development starts from your freshman year. Most of you all who are going into graduate school for OT or PT or pharmacy even understand the importance of observation hours. You have to have 250 plus, depending on your discipline, hours of observing someone in the field before you can even apply to that discipline at the graduate level. Not just that, not just for those of you who are going into specific credentialed health sciences related careers, but for those of you who are in very broad majors like psychology or, for instance, sport management, communication. Depending on what area you want to be in, your freshman year is a great time to start seeking out internship opportunities, shadowing opportunities to understand what the reality of your career is. It's going to help you truly figure out if this is what you want to do. And so you can just take classes, you can go through your degree trajectory, but without truly understanding the real world implications of what the realities of a life in the day of a doctor, a life in the day of a communication expert, life in the day of an athletic director. Unless you're soliciting that feedback from someone who has lived that job, it's difficult to really make that call. So I want to encourage all of you to tap into this resource, tap into their office. They work with alumni to really look at where you're at locally in proximity to figure out if you're close, so that they can, maybe offer or connect you with someone who can offer observation hours or an internship. And keep in mind, all of this all of these things, observation hours, internships, these are things that you can put on your resume. This is real world active experience. And that's what employers are looking at. They're not just looking to see that you graduated and was, that you were conferred with a psychology degree in undergrad, because you're one of a million annually. So what can you do? What experience can you bring to the table that's really going to set yourself apart? Something else that's important, I'm going to scroll down here. Student organizations. This is very important. We mentioned this in a few other classes, but the way you segue into these experiences and start developing professional experiences in terms of connecting your career to real world opportunity is to become involved on campus. I encourage all students to become involved in something that's fun, something that you're interested in, whether it's a book club or a gaming club or a hair club. I've seen a few of those this semester, but also a club that's connected to you academically, something that's related to your major, a science club, chemistry club. Uh, it's always a good idea to do one of two, or to do both, actually, to engage in both of those. You want to do something that's entertaining to you, that keeps you engaged, but also really connects you back to the reality of your career and your discipline. It gives you an opportunity to really network with people who are on the same path as you and want to go the same direction you're going in terms of career. All right, so now that you have some resources at your disposal, updates about where we're going with the class and the schedule of the class, I want to point you towards the assignments that are due. In order for you to be counted present for this class, you will have to complete the major career quiz as well as the Focus 2 results and reflection. The major career quiz is what you would expect of a quiz here at Gateway. You answer the questions, probably 5 questions or so, not a big deal there. The Focus 2 results, let me find it, hold on, it's right here. This is an added assignment that I have added. I'm aware many of you have already taken the Focus 2, but I'm aware you've taken this early on coming into college. And now that you've had a few classes behind you, you've had some conversation with your advisor or success coach, maybe even your career advisor in the Office of Career Services. So you've had some questions to really start operationalizing the importance of these decisions. And so the Focus 2 becomes all the more important. This is a personality and behavioral quiz that will point out career suggestions based on your personality and behavior type. Also, what you want to do. It takes all of these things into account and will generate a list of careers, some of which you may not have even been aware of, that would be great fits for you moving forward. And so it's really important to know all of your options, not just what you think you want to do or what your parents think you want to do. You own this decision. So why not have every option available to you to make the best, most well-informed decision that you can? That's what Focus 2 is about. So what I would like you to do is go here, click on this link. You will log in with your single sign-in. Mine will look different, but you will have your Focus 2 dashboard show up here. And what you will do is complete all of the assessments in the Focus 2. I believe there are 5. You will just do all of them. You will do any of them that show up. And then what you will do is send me a screenshot or a picture. You will upload that to this Dropbox of your results. And you will also, to the same Dropbox, you will upload a 1 to 2 page reflection about how you feel about your results and your career assessment results as it pertains to what you completed on your Focus 2. So these are some common questions that you can ask yourself and address in this type of reflection assignment. Am I surprised in any way? If so, why? Was the work-life balance something I'm not quite looking to do? Was the salary a little low, too high in terms of the responsibility? Do the results align with your personality? Do you feel like you're just not naturally a good fit for someone who could do well in that position? Is your major a good fit? Are you finding you're in a major that doesn't quite achieve what it is you're trying to do career-wise? Then I always suggest taking a look at some active real world job postings in your major. That's the best way to understand the requirements. Take a look at what are the minimum requirements, credentialing requirements, some of the minimum expectations in terms of professional development and experience you need to bring to the table before they will even consider an interview. And so you'll do all this, submit by 10:10 by 4 p.m. along with the asynchronous module. Make sure you do all of it. And keep in mind when you're writing your assignment, you're writing something that is academic. So keep your language academic. Do not include slang. Do not include things that would be indicative of spoken word or conversation with a peer. With that being said, that is all of this module. I'm going to include resources moving forward for all the other modules, but if you have any questions, let me know. I anticipate launching a few online office hours that you can drop into. So for instance, from 7 to 8, if you have any questions about your grade or if you have any needs or you need to be connected to a resource, then you can connect during that time frame. I will be here. It's a come and go thing. I will send out some announcements for that. I hope this all has helped. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you.